Welcome to Split Gang.
A year already?
Hey everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 905th stream. And just so you know, I've got a slightly different setup here. I'm not totally sure how all this is going to work. I'm actually monitoring this on an iPad as well, just to kind of see how things are. I've got this additional light that I might ditch. It's purple. And I thought it would kind of add some character to things, but I don't know. What do you think? Oh, let's see. Let's experiment. But no, first, BFC Stillwell, what? Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Oh, thank you so much for a year. I cannot believe that. A year of subscribing. Holy cow. And welcome to all of you who are here. My goodness, let's see. Right off the bat, IO Little just hot in the first couple seconds of going live with a heyo, and actually, excuse me, a yo, Mr. H shortly after. Then we had Witty Kendra and, of course, Chrono coming in with the old wormhole, and Chasing Scooter and Iron Rusty. Thank you all so much, and of course, PFC Stillwell. Listen. This is new. So I mentioned this last couple streams, but I have this new setup, which I'm actually pretty pleased with so far. It's all this rolling cart. Now, I do have the microphone a little bit farther away than I typically would, which I think it's picking up a little more room noise, and this room does not have a lot of good sound dampening and things like this. So you might be hearing some echo. How does that sound? Stillwell, thank you so much. I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to take a moment, and this is so cool. I have my stream deck actually set up, and it's like on an arm that I can move around, so it's like right here. Also, I've been having some issues with my camera, and I just noticed a little bit of delay there, so I don't know if that's going to be an ongoing issue or not. I may adjust some settings and things here. Hang tight, but let me real quickly mute things here. And actually, let me go to my stream deck. Let's go here. I'm going to mute my mic. I just want to listen to what this sounds like on the iPad live. Hey, Decaf Toaster, thank you for being here. 1 second. That actually does not sound bad. Now the other the other thing is that I do have I have this light I was telling you about. So this is a new light. This is actually not the permanent setup. I have it in this little stand here. It's actually a battery powered light. How cool is that, huh? So you can actually change this to all different color temperatures. You can also change it to different colors as well. So this is right now kind of a purple, and giving that a little bit of that purple hue. I don't know. What do you think? I might leave it there set up. It's not super bright. It would be more effective either once we get proper blinds and things for this giant window right here, or if it's at night. But be that as it may, I am playing Yoshi's Woolly World today. I've got the Wii U Pro controller out because this game you really can play with anything that you'd like. It has almost every possible conceivable option for controls, and what can I say? I'm a sucker for the Wii U Pro controller. I think it's an excellent controller. So Jack is here too. Oh my gosh! Somehow you're playing guitar with no hands. I'm pretty impressive that way. Iron Rusty. Gosh, a ton of great streamers here, by the way. Witty Kendra, Chasing Scooter, Iron Rusty, all fantastic streamers, and Jack Locks 2 plays, who just popped in. So before we do anything else, I do want to share with you that I picked something up. All right, I picked something up. I picked up this for Mana Bean. Uh, Admittedly, family has questioned how much I got this for Mana Bean and how much I got this for me. But Mana Sprout also has enjoyed playing with it while it's in the packaging. Look at this thing. Look at it. This is the Fisher Price Laugh and Learn Lil Gamer, and it is, oh, it's adorable. Okay, so my mother-in-law saw this at a glance and said, "Is it for 60-plus-year-olds?" What? No, 60-plus songs, sounds, tunes, and phrases. It does have this little game pack. Obviously, it looks like a Game Boy, right? That's what it is. It's got this little game pack you can press in. It pops up, and it's got some things on the side. We'll show you here. On the back, you can see a little bit more. 60-plus years, right, Iron Rusty? That's what it is. So you've got the high score. Becoming the next high scorer requires a lot of button pressing, like a lot. Guess there's only one thing to do, play to win. So see, we're starting our kiddos early. Let's learn about all these things here, all right? Well, let's learn about colors, numbers, shapes, and directions. I could use some help with these things. It does take AAA batteries, which it has 3 of already. Give the A and B buttons a press to hear and see their colors. Let's level up. Push the D-pad to hear numbers. Hear the shapes of buttons A and B with another press. Directions, press the D-pad to hear up, down, right, or left. It's got a little bit of a picture of this side, but look at this. This is really cool. Up, up, down, down. What's a game without a few cheat codes that unlock fun surprises? If you know it, try it. I did. I can't wait to show that off. It's amazing. So I'm going to show you. Yeah. The leapfrog stuff is cool. I bought a leapfrog twist, I think it's called, for Mana Sprout, and she's enjoyed that for a long time. Where's the Super Metroid trainer? I know, right? Anyway, I got this. Let's go ahead and open it up. Actually, I don't know if I need this. It's got it's just got like a little thing right here you can push down in. So I think I'm good. Let's see if I can get my fingers in there. Gosh, packaging sometimes, I'm telling you. I think I got it. There we go. Not too bad. Hey, there we go. Yeah, minimal destruction there. See, it's just a little flap. We've got an instruction booklet, I guess. Well, now what do? How do I open it the rest of the way? Can I? All right, let's try getting this tape removed real quick. Here and here. Boom. And then we can put that away. There's no more tape and there's no more... Hey, there we go. See, now I could just whoop, flip that down. Flip that, flip that. I don't think I actually needed to do what I did before, because I can just go like this. Grab this. Okay, Fisher Price. Oop, there's your safety first, right? How to replace the batteries. Level up! Alright. To clean, wipe with a damp cloth. Do not immerse. Just don't do it. You might be tempted, but what in the world? Look at this. This is how it's connected on this side. What? Why are things so complicated? Packaging is ridiculous. Oh, but actually, that's kind of cool. You just twist. Look at that. You twist this, and these little. What? Whoa. Okay. Maybe a little over-engineered, but actually I stand corrected. That was kind of cool. I'm really excited. That was actually cool. All right. But if I can't immerse it, how will I play while scuba diving? Excellent question. All right, there it is in all its glory. It's so silly, but on the side, I love this little detail. You can play Tetris, right? So what block is going to fall next? right? So okay, okay. Look, check this out. It's the dun da 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 da. Da 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 da. There you go. I think that's actually kind of cool. You have this little thing on the side just for like motor skills. It's basically a switch, but let's turn this on here. It does light up a bit. I don't think this does anything. These don't do anything either. But look at this. Just ever so slightly not Mario. Ever so slightly not Mario. Ever so slightly not Kirby.
Jump up. Climb down. Left, right, you're good. Ready? You'll make it. Yeah, I knew you could.
I actually don't know what that one's supposed to be. Any ideas? Any ideas? Ever so slightly not Tetris.
Blue sky, green sky, pink sky too. I see colors. How about you?
I don't know what that one was either. Ah, Zelda. Yeah, and I think that's it. That's the Zelda one. I think maybe it could have been Wario before. Yeah. Wait.
1, 2, hey yo, get ready, here we go. Circle, circle, square, square, triangle, triangle. Yeah!
It's got like a Castlevania vibe. You got a Switch controller for mini scoots? No way. Which one?
A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. It's so much
Oh, was that
fun to play
Pokemon?
and learn with me.
Castlevania for sure. I don't know. Anyway, and then of course you've got
1, 2, 3, 4. Woohoo!
not Wahoo, Woohoo.
Purple, red, purple, red, purple, circle, A.
Mr. H.
Red, square, B.
This thing, obviously, this is a early childhood toy. I tend to stay away from a lot of stuff like this. But I mean, look, this actually seems kind of cool. In terms of things that are out there, I mean, I'd rather something like this than a cell phone. Because this actually does have how do I put it? It feels more analog, like obviously it's meant to be a Game Boy. I wouldn't give a baby a Game Boy, but there's something about learning your colors in something that essentially is a toy. I mean, at the end of the day, let's not get all high and mighty. Our video games are toys, and so I think this actually is fitting. Now, remember, there's a code, right? Okay, so we've got up, up, down, down, left, right, and then this gets interesting.
Red, purple.
There's no start, but yeah, you did it. I love that. So yeah, please, yeah, go for it. Go for it, Scooter. The stream doesn't. Do you have one of these too, Decaf Toaster? Did I miss that? You actually do have this one. Okay, I love that. I love it. Yeah, the volume of this thing is pretty impressive. Let me get right up to it here. See if I can. I'll do this one right by the speaker there. I love this. So I will possibly be giving this to Mana Bean. I might play with it myself first. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, up, down, down strikes back, and that's so cool. Working on changing notes of the Metroid music, that is really neat. But friends, let us play some Yoshi's Woolly World. That is, of course, what y'all came for. And, well, maybe it's not what y'all came for. Fair enough. Probably isn't, come to think of it. But we have Yoshi's Woolly World. So, let's enjoy some of it. As you can see, I have chosen, back in the day, I played a little of it. Oh, shoot, you know what? It told me when I last played, and but then I opened it real quickly today, and that's why it shows this. I could have seen what it was, but yeah, no. Honestly, Mr. H, I like the leapfrog stuff. It's pretty cool. Hey, Decaf Toaster, saying I came to chat with you guys, and the games are a pleasant bonus. I see you there. I see what you're doing. I like that. Oh my gosh, taking Super Metroid music and applying the 12-tone scale was creepy. That's funny. But yeah, I think I probably haven't played this for, I don't know, years. I mean, well, okay, let's put it this way. It would have been long before the Switch came out. Probably, a couple years, well, a year or two before the Switch came out. So it has been a while. Now, I have not played, look, I've only played the second world here. So this is all new. Here's the controls. You can choose all kinds of things. Oh no! Yeah, is it the which one is it? I know they've come out with a few different things. The Twist is one that I've played. Oh gosh, look at I'm little watermelon Yoshi. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. And the music in this is super good, by the way. Like, I don't know, maybe I need to raise it a little bit more so you can really appreciate that. Let's just listen to that. This game, I mean, look, it has been a while. There's Amiibo support, Scrapbook Theater. I'm trying to dive back in. That's literally all I'm doing. So there's a Yoshi hut. Oh, I think this is where you can play or choose your different Yoshi outfits and things like this. A Yoshi melon, that's what I am. So there's some adorable ones here. I like this a lot. But I'm gonna just stick with that one. Pick scent. Okay, I gotta look at what did little Scoots get? Okay, so I'm gonna go into World 1. This is really cute. Look at this. Yay! Go a little spool of like a thread spool. I don't think yarn usually comes that way. Okay, so Scooter sent this to me. Oh, that's so great! A Super Mario one. One of those Power A controllers. That's really cool. Yeah. Oh, and you got a great deal on it too. Nice. Yeah, it's the Mario one with Mario on the left side, kind of the classic art, and then the power-ups and a coin on the right. It's pretty neat. All right, well, let's go ahead and just dive into level 1 here and see how this goes. Looks like I did get everything in this world 1-1, but let's just try this here. I like this. Okay, everything's free. What? Oh. What is this? I guess I could push this. Power badge. Exchange beads for badges that give Yoshi. Oh, okay. I don't need anything. I'm just gonna no badge. That's fine. I'm fine. I'm all good. The Leapster. Okay, that sounds like, yeah, I think that was an older one that I did know about, but the one that I was thinking about is, I believe it's called the Twist. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at these little feet become little helicopter blades. Oh my gosh. Little propeller. Oh, it's adorable. All right. Oh, I guess you can use the D-pad. I'll use the D-pad. What? Anything down under here? Oh, the ground pound. Look at this game. Oh my gosh. This is adorbs. What do we got? Making yarn balls. Gobble up an enemy with B, then crouch to make a yarn ball. I already did it. Boom, I'll take another one though. I know there's a way. I think it's this. Yeah, there we go. Boop. Boom. All right, this is so adorable. So if you don't know, oh, I was already past leapfrog age when they came out, though. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, hence why you didn't know. The thing is, I only know, well, I guess I knew, I think I'd seen a few of them when I was probably past the age, but what really ended up being the, oh gosh, look how adorable that is. Look at that. Look at him. He's just hanging on the edge there. The thing that I ended up mostly doing was looking into them when Mana Sprout was a little bit older and old enough to actually get one. And that's what I ended up doing. But what is this here? Oh my gosh. Hold on. So Decaf Toaster says... oh, actually, hold on a second. That sounds like another ad I was jealous of as a kid. Feel free to share. Okay, let's see. Feel free to share it on the stream. I'm not gonna do that, Scooter, only because my setup is still it's a little trickier to do that. I gotta change a few things. Okay, how do I do this? That works. Apparently, Y is supposed to do something, but I haven't figured out what yet. Can't do that. Look at I mean, this game is really gorgeous. So this game, if you don't know, is a sort of successor, if you will, to Kirby's Epic Yarn. And I loved Kirby's Epic Yarn. Now, I'm a massive fan of the Kirby franchise. I really do like Kirby games. And, oh my gosh, when you start running, your little legs become wheels. So I'm a big fan of the Kirby franchise. That's why I ended up getting Kirby's Epic Yarn. And when I saw this, and the Amiibo integration, where, yes, I do happen to have 3 of the small yarn amiibo. I'm kicking myself that I didn't get the large Yoshi. I actually had a chance to go to a Toys R Us and get one, but I passed on it because I just figured I didn't have room.
Is that a new subscriber? Welcome!
Thank you so much, Metal Ryan Cluster. 20 months?
Hey Mana, wow, 20 months and just got home from a con.
How was the con? Which one was it? Well, you don't have to tell me, but what were some cool things that you saw there? Hype train. Oh, thank you so much. 20 months. Where does the time go? Oh, sweet. Iron Rusty shared a music clip with me on Discord. I'll listen to that. That sounds amazing. But yeah. Well, welcome back, and we're just playing a little Yoshi's Woolly World. I almost called it Yoshi's Epic Yarn. So, Scooter mentioned at the top of the stream that this game is better than Yoshi's Crafted World. Press and hold X to activate the aiming cursor, release to throw. Okay. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I have to refamiliarize myself because I have not really played a lot of Yoshi games. Believe it or not, I never owned, I still don't actually own a original copy of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. I would like to at some point pick up an actual copy of it, but I believe it's gotten a little pricey. I know it had a special chip in it. I think it might have been the FX chip. Anyway, ooh, how do I do this, huh? There we go. So I never got into the Yoshi franchise. Actually, this was the first Yoshi game I think I ever picked up. Come to think of it. I'm pretty sure. It might have been. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure I'm scandalizing a lot of you. But it did prompt me, it did prompt me to get the 3DS sequel to Yoshi's Island. And also, I think I picked up the N64 Yoshi game after this. And I'm trying to remember what else. I'm pretty sure I got a few other Yoshi games too. Ooh. Oh, I probably shouldn't have eaten the one then, or thrown a ball of yarn at them. How do I get to that, huh? Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Loving this game. This is so cool. Let's see. It was a fun con. I'll call it Fan Fusion. Okay, Fan Fusion. So was it a like a general, like a comic con? Was it a anime con, or was it I'm trying to think what else could it have been, a anime convention, or yeah. What are we thinking? Whee! But oh, there we go. I can get some more. I don't think I need any more though. But whatever it was, I'm glad that you had fun. And then let's see here. Mr. H has never played a Zelda game. Oh man, what? Am I missing some messages? I feel like I am, but I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'm off my game, you know? Metal Ryan Cluster says, my legs are so tired right now for walking around, and it was called Comic-Con, but changed to Fan Fusion. Okay. Mr. H was a PC kid, of course, yeah. Hard to grow up Zelda when you grow up on PC. That's fair. And yeah, Decaf Toaster, have you not played the 3DS Yoshi's game? I'll tell you, the 3DS it's a cool system. I'm feeling very I don't know, I'm feeling like it's a little unfortunate that I don't know. Last stream, I was a little bit negative on the Switch, but I do have to point out a couple of things. Now, while I may have been pointing out some of the things that I wish were different in the Switch era, there is absolutely no denying that the Switch is ridiculously popular. So much so, and I can't believe this, but it just came out that if you took all of the revenue from every single console generation Nintendo's been involved in fact, if you took all of their video game business since the start of their video game business and added it all up, everything before the Switch launched is less than the sum total of their revenue of their games, just counting the Nintendo Switch, not even counting the overlap when the 3DS was also out during the same time as the Switch. That's even if you adjust for inflation. That is how ridiculously popular the Switch has been. In fact, their revenue has been so far exceeding that of basically any other company. Sony, which of course has had some massive successes, and currently still, believe it or not, has the most selling video game console of all time with the PlayStation 2. The Switch is probably going to take over, but it hasn't yet. Sony has never turned a profit in their video game business like Nintendo has with the Switch. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Interesting, Mr. H. Yeah, no, the Switch, but the thing is, the Switch is, I guess it's with a heavy heart that I admit that while I would love some of the sort of, you know, Wii U and 3DS era and Wii era Nintendo elements back, I guess what people really wanted was what the Switch has offered. And maybe there's a way with the Switch 2 to bring some of the other elements back. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna hope that Nintendo's got this in the bag. I have tried to stay away from rumors, though there are rumors and leaks and things about what the Switch 2 might entail. There is there was an announcement. Nintendo said there will be an announcement within the fiscal year about a Switch successor, so we know there is one coming. And yeah, I know, Mr. H, and that's true. Honestly, with stuff like the Steam Deck coming out, you know, the Steam Deck is it's not selling anywhere near the level of the Switch, but I think a lot of people basically are looking at, you know, hey, a handheld system that can play all of these AAA titles. I actually think, from what I've gathered, and by the purchase of Shiver, that Shiver is a company, by the way, if you don't know, Nintendo rarely buys companies, but they actually just bought a video game company called Shiver, and they predominantly do ports of large games to the Nintendo Switch. And I think this is because they really want to get those AAA games, and it sounds like actually the whole industry might be looking at targeting the Switch over any other platform. There's been a lot of conversation about that, and I think it makes sense. Target the less powerful hardware, but the hardware where everyone is gaming and where everyone is buying. Honestly, I'm okay with that. I really believe that while we can certainly push the limits and get to cutting edge video gaming technology on all these other platforms, no denying the PlayStation 5 does some amazing stuff, and visually I've seen some ridiculous things with lighting effects and whatnot on PC. But in terms of just playing games, man, like every time I go to play a game on a platform other than the Switch, I'm always thinking, ugh, do I really want to set that up? Part of that's because I don't have my setup the way I want it, but that's another story. And yeah, no, Valve totally knows that. But Valve is, I'm very impressed. I really think, you know, I would like to get a Steam Deck at some point, but honestly, with the way the Switch 2's going, if the Switch 2, or the Switch successor, can have the quality ports using some of the interesting techniques and things that Shiver has worked through, I may not necessarily need a Steam Deck. Now, I have a large Steam library, so it might make sense at some point for me to get one. But my biggest game that I'm looking for, that I really want to get, that is not coming to Nintendo, at least at this point, is Visions of Mana. I mean, that is, that is the one game that could cause me to want to purchase a different system. In this case, I would go with the Steam Deck over a PlayStation 5, even though a PlayStation 5 would be nice, and I doubt that the Steam Deck is going to run Visions of Mana as beautifully as PlayStation 5. I'm just realizing more and more, all of my non-Nintendo consoles just so rarely get used. There are very few games on them that I would really want to play that are exclusive, and so that's the only reason that I ever bring them out. Like, my PlayStation 3 is basically a Dragon's Crown machine. So, that's just me though, But I was thinking a little more also about the Wii. I was telling Dash Magnum that is my favorite, or tied with my favorite console as my favorite console. The Wii and that Super Nintendo. Of course, I gotta say, the Switch, for different reasons, is one that I appreciate it. I like it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite console of all time. There's no denying that it's the console with the vastest library, and it's the console that I purchased the most games for. Like, not even afterwards. Like, just legitimately, I own more Nintendo Switch games than I do any other console, which is kind of flabbergasting. What do I do here, huh? Can I go through this? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, yeah! Oh, my gosh. That... Mr. H, fair point. And that's another game I do want to play. That's the Star Wars games are up there for me. But Scooter has some exciting news there. And I know that he had a really cool picture on Twitter. This is so fun. So yeah, if you're interested, I retweeted it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy, keep going. I didn't realize the timer. I gotta keep going. Oh boy, keep going. Another timer. Woo, okay. This is so cute. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ah! No! No, no, no. There we go. Whee! Got them all. And it's a little bracelet. How adorable is that? Such a great little gem of a game. But things like Miiverse, I understand why Nintendo backed out. That was, I'm sure, a lot of work, but man, I would love, I love features like that. I think the Wii U is such a cool system. Like, the Switch is not a bad system. I guess what I'm trying to say is this. I was talking about things that reasons why the Switch is not my favorite system of all time. But it's sort of like when we talk about some of our favorite franchises, It's like, yeah, I saw Scooter post this really interesting little tweet. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, Scooter tweeted about putting your favorite Mario Kart game, or ranking your Mario Kart games. And I wanted to do it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, so it's just basically like, what are your favorite Mario Kart games? What ranking would you give them? And I was thinking about this because, if I were to apply a scale, like, and I like legitimately, if I were to just apply a general video game scale, like, hey, 10 out of, a 10 out of 10 is a perfect game. Okay. Like, if that was the scale that I was working with, that it was a 1 to 10, every Mario Kart game, literally every Mario Kart game would be a 10 out of 10. If it was just, in terms of my appreciation of Mario Kart, my enjoyment, and and the way that I enjoy Mario Kart. If I were trying to dissect it as a really critical analysis, and I was saying these games as a game, you know, just looking at solely as a, you know, an objective sort of thing. What are the flaws, the pros, the cons? Yeah, all of them would be, you know, 8 and up, or 7.5 and up. You know, in fact, no, probably 8 and up. Yeah, you know, B's and A's, right? So yeah, I was gonna say, are there any below that? No, they'd all be 8 and up. If I were to apply a scale, you know, a ranking of sorts to specifically within what I consider 10 out of 10 games, then I could probably do it and give, you know, some lower scores to some of the Mario Kart games. But man, I mean, it's like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is hands down a 10 out of 10 game. 7 is a 10 out of 10 game. You know, Wii is a 10 out of 10 game. Let's go all the way to the other extreme. Let's go to the earliest games. Super Mario Kart. Yeah, there are some rough edges. So it's a 10 out of 10 game for its time. In light of the rest of the series, I guess I would maybe drop it down to maybe an 80. You know, or an 8, I mean, an 8. Mario Kart 64, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 game for its time. Now, in light of, you know, new advancements in the series, I'd probably give it a 9. You know, so this is what we're talking about when we're talking about Mario Kart. It's such a good franchise. So, Double Dash Decaf Toaster says still has his heart. I get that for sure. I get that. Decaf Toaster says our Wii system gets a lot of use. That GameCube backwards compatibility / component upgrade is premium. Yes, that's what got me into GameCube. Actually, I didn't play GameCube for, you know, during the generation that the GameCube was new. Never played it. So yeah, and that's what I would say, Decaf Toaster. That's why I drop it down to 9. Oh, I froze. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix it. I can make it work. But yeah, for sure. I would say that's one of the main reasons that I would knock it down a point. Still an excellent game and super fun, but there's no denying it. It can be a little sensitive and touchy on the controls in ways that are frustrating. So yeah. Yeah, there you go, Decaf Toaster. Yeah, I remember someone who had a GameCube, a couple of people actually loaned me, or one person loaned me a GameCube to play a little bit. I didn't play much at all. And then someone else had a GameCube and I played a little at their place. But yeah. So I was really kind of out of gaming at that time in general. So you see, I said I was going to be a little more straightforward and revealing of information. So I'll say, for me, it came really around the time of the transition to college. And so at the end of the N64 era, I was realizing along with my parents that I was spending too much time playing video games. And you know, and it was not a good use of time. And you know, because I was playing too much. It was consuming me. And so we actually made this nice little pledge where we were attempting to get less screen time. Something I got to do again. And Mr. H. And so, along with my parents, we cut down, reduced screen time. Well, we were going to just reduce it. I cut it out outright, and I actually intentionally just stopped playing video games. I basically packed them all up and didn't touch them for several years, actually. And during this time, I'll have to admit, too, I was really growing a lot in my faith, too, my understanding of God. And that was what my main use of time really was. And anyway, I had one friend from high school who loaned me his GameCube to try because he really liked Smash Brothers Brawl, or Melee. That's what came out on the GameCube. So I borrowed that for a minute and played that. And then that was like right when it came out. Like it was still really new. He just wanted me to try it a little bit. And, oh, what am I going to do here, guys? And then, I wonder if I can do this, huh? And then when I was in college, a couple of people in the dorm that I was in, they had a GameCube and they had the new Zelda, and so I played a little itty bit of Wind Waker. You know, this was all very new to me, and I remember being confused. I'm like, well, that's not what Link looked like in Ocarina of Time. But I didn't really play a lot. I just kind of played the starting area, and that was all I could do. So that was my experience with the... Oh, dang, ow. That was my experience with the GameCube. I just really, like I said, I did not play it a lot. Oh, man. And then when I was in grad school, that is when we got a Wii after I was married. And we did that as a joint purchase. And we were actually living in an apartment. We had a roommate at the time too, or an apartment mate, I should say, not a roommate, but apartment mate. And so it was a lot of fun to play like Mario Kart Wii, and that was kind of our main thing. And so Ms. Mana's sister had actually purchased a Wii, and I was like, man, this is what I really want. Actually, what got me into gaming, I did towards the end of undergrad play a little bit. I had some apartment mates that we all kind of were interested in games from our youth. So we decided that the last year, my senior year, we would just bring all of our video game systems and take them to the dorm and just hook them all up. And I got this hand-me-down cabinet, and I painted it white, cleaned it up, and made it all nice, and we put a CRT in there, and we had all of our systems hooked up and all our games. And that's actually when I first played Donkey Kong Country 2, because I never had that game. So it was a lot of fun. And then I didn't bring any games with me to grad school, but shortly after getting married, the first console I got for my birthday, Ms. Mana bought me a DS because I had seen New Super Mario Brothers, and I wanted to play a 2D Mario game. And I mean, a side-scrolling Mario game was like, that was my childhood. That's what I wanted. So, and then when I saw that there was a Zelda game coming out, I was like, oh, this is what I want. And so as a surprise, she bought that for me, and I was like, oh my gosh, how could you have done this? Like, it's so expensive. And it was so sweet. You know, we were still getting started, and so it was a real treat and a real kind gift for sure. Anyway, yeah, so after that, sometime after that, is when we got our Wii, which was the first console, non-handheld that I had gotten. And like I said, we had an apartment mate, and so we played a bunch of Mario Kart Wii, and that was fun. But you know, again, playing a lot. We were in grad school, so we didn't play a whole ton. But there was this place where where we were living, and we walked everywhere. And so, yeah, no, the first one that I played, not Spirit Tracks, although that one was exciting, but the first one was Phantom Hourglass, which I still love as a Zelda game to this day. Anyway, there was this place that I really liked going to that had a bunch of comic books and movies and video games and CDs and... Anyways, they had a nice used section for video games, and so I would go and I would pick up Game Boy Advance games, which was new to me, as well as some Game Boy games because I never had a Game Boy growing up either, until getting a Game Boy Color, and that was near the end of my time of playing video games. It was in the N64 era. So I never got a bunch of games for it. Pretty much just Zelda, Link's Awakening DX. So I got Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games from this place. But most importantly, I got some GameCube games for the Wii. And that's when I first finally played not Phantom Hourglass, but the what's it called? Sorry, I got way distracted and then I'm forgetting what it's called. Wind Waker. So, yeah, that was my first experience with Wind Waker, playing it all the way through, and then pretty much when the Wii U came out, that was the first. It was the first time I was really like, okay, I can moderate, getting video game stuff, not play too much, and I can make this work. But I did not get a Wii U day one. In fact, my Wii U is the Wind Waker version that came out later. And it wasn't because I wasn't interested in it. I knew I wanted to get the system, but I just also knew that I could wait. I wasn't in any kind of major hurry. I had a big backlog of games still. I was having fun. So eventually I picked up the Wii U, but it was not right away. And then I eventually got a 3DS. The Switch was the very first ever system of any console ever that I got day one. So, look, I like the Switch. I have a lot of fondness for it. Like I said, I have a massive collection for it. It's the first system I've been collecting for. I learned a lot. Also, I learned that I'm really, I should not collect like I collect. I definitely bought into the, collector's sort of mentality, which can be dangerous. So I've learned a lot this generation, but, oh man, really? I'm missing all that? But I mean, despite that, there's a lot of great experiences on the Switch that I'm really grateful for. It was the first console that I was able to stream. My first ever non-PC stream on this channel was actually Bomberman, which was one of the launch titles. It was the first. I got that and Breath of the Wild at launch, and I played Bomberman first, and then I streamed Bomberman first, and then I finally dove into Breath of the Wild and played through all of that on stream only. Now, I also learned this generation, and I'm learning about this now. I mean, I'm not a perfect person. I definitely feel that the video game addiction and the buying addiction has come in, to play, and I do need to cut back, and I need to be more intelligent with how I play games and buy games and stream games. I've learned that for streaming games, I held off on playing a lot of games. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna play what I'm gonna play. It may not be the game that people are interested in. It may not be the popular game. Whatever. I froze again. I don't know why my camera is having so many issues this way. Today in particular, it's just been having issues. But yeah. But despite all this, like I feel good about. Oh, I did not mean to like go to that screen, but whatever, it's all good. But yeah, no, I'm definitely. I've learned a lot. I'm just playing games I want to play. Instead of what are going to be the popular games? What do people want to see me play? I can't play a game off stream. I can only play it. Like when I played Pokemon, I normally what I had done for so long, I would have waited, and I would have held off even starting that until I started streaming it, because I wouldn't want to not be streaming it. So anyways, that's the story. Timmy, Tommy,
Thanks for
and
reading Art of Mana.
it's Yuki. Hey, it's Yuki. How you doing? And Decaf Toaster says it's 5 p.m. on Friday. Happy weekend, everyone. Happy Memorial Day weekend for those of you who can.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
Calico Okasori, Mystic Raindrop with a raid as well. Are you kidding me? Welcome in, Raiders. Scooter, can you help me out with a couple of SO and shout out commands, please?
Thank you for joining the Friends of Mana.
Welcome, everyone. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, my name is Mana. I am a clean streamer, cozy streamer. I'm playing some Yoshi's Woolly World today. We're talking about some of my history of video game consoles and how I went in and out of different things, but how ultimately I am a Nintendo gamer. That's my favorite, favorite manufacturer of video games, and favorite developer, favorite publisher, all that. So I'm excited for the future of Nintendo, excited for the Switch successor. But yeah, very cool. They're from my crowd, Mana. Go selecting start. Exactly. Mystic Raindrop. Long time no see. But yeah, thank you, everyone. If you like what you see, please feel free to stick around, ask me questions. If you really like it, feel free to follow along. My family's expanded. I have a new baby daughter, so I'm not able to stream as much as I had in the past. So right now, I'm fortunate this month. I last like 4 streams, 3 streams. How many? 4 streams I've done this month. I've basically been keeping to once a week, which is pretty cool. So it's Yuki. Very good, actually. Had lots of fun today with Mystic. Oh, were you? Oh, right on. Excellent. What were you? You're playing Little Red Dead. Okay. Just gonna kick back. This is the new room that I'm streaming in, by the way. This is another thing that we did. We converted this room. This is pretty cool. Decaf Toaster, you can manage once a week too. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're streaming. Can we get a shout out for Decaf Toaster? Or are you talking about watching? But yeah, that's basically where I'm at. It's like, yeah, once a week is manageable. I can make that work. So that's where I'm at. It's funny. The light from this window is so intense. I know this is doing nothing. This is that thing. Oops, hold on. That is way old and not accurate. But yeah, this light is doing nothing. But fair enough. Anyway, by the way, if anyone has redeemed something this stream, I do apologize. I'm still trying to figure out how to monitor that. I realized I don't think anyone has, but I realize I probably need to change some things up to be able to tell if people have done that. There are some different redemptions and things like that that you can do now. So just shout it out in the chat if you'd like. And as far as I think in the conversation, I'm going to try and go back here and see if I missed anything. Mr. H says, I've always been a collector. I collect stuff, doesn't matter what. And I totally am that way too. And that is why it was hard for me with the, you know, there's a part of me that would love to collect. I like organizing things and, you know, and doing that. But when I don't have the time to do that, and when I don't have the space to do that, it's a problem. So I've been trying lately to figure out how to simplify. These cabinets are nice because they're containers that I have to contain, you know, some of my collections in, and so it's good. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit better and let go of things. You know, you can't take it with you. So, you know, what are the things I want to play, for example? You know, there are a lot of games I had just because I had them, but then in reality, I'm like, am I ever going to play this? No. I got a bunch of PlayStation 2 games either for free or I got it extremely cheap when PS2 games were just being sold like they were nothing. And so I now anyways, I'm basically at a point where I recognize that a lot of those that's fair, Mr. H. A lot of those games are they're just they're not games I'm going to play. You know, a lot of the popular AAA titles honestly don't interest me. I would rather sit down and play something like this. You know, I really would, genuinely. These are the types of games and experiences I really enjoy. Now, I just beat a game, which was a great feeling, just on my own, just kind of powering through it, not getting distracted. I picked up Code of Princess because I'd heard really good things about it, and I know I like the genre, beat 'em up and whatnot, and it was pretty fun. It was fairly short. I didn't 100% it, but you know, I went through the campaign and it was good. And I'm like, that I can do. I missed a couple, dang. I want to go back, but that's all right. We'll just keep going. But yeah, what was this? Mr. H says, yeah, always. Oh yeah, Jason Scooter says you might have missed Mana, but I'm streaming Overcooked 2 on Xbox tonight. Excellent. Please go check out Scooter when Scooter's streaming. Mr. H says, yeah, it's always hard though. I gave away a Pokemon game to a buddy of mine a while back because I realized basically I'll never play it. But also I wanted to keep it because I had only one copy. But he's a big Pokemon fan too. In hindsight, I feel bad about being reluctant on it. I mean, part of the thing too is that FOMO. I definitely feel like there's FOMO in all this stuff. And especially in the world of video gaming, you know, hardware goes bad, it's hard to find, games aren't published for long, they get delisted. I mean, FOMO is like such a huge part of games and gaming these days. Like when I was a kid, it was easy, you know, I didn't have the money to get games, I just got what I got and I was happy with it and had fun. Once the Switch generation came around, because the Wii, I wasn't super plugged in to get everything. I just got the stuff I was interested in and I was happy. And, you know, some things I said, well, I can't afford it, whatever. I didn't get it. The Wii U was easy to collect for. There wasn't a lot of stuff that came out for it. But the Switch came out and I really discovered it was with the Switch and with the NES Classic Edition. Suddenly, things were hard to get. And that was a huge turning point for me. It was like, whoa, I have to camp out to get a Nintendo Switch Classic Edition, and I could miss out on getting stuff. Amiibo, that was the other thing. I got into Amiibo, and it was apparent pretty early on that I was not going to be able to collect every Amiibo for a number of reasons, cost and availability. And yeah, so it's been interesting. It's like FOMO is a big part of it. So wanting to kind of keep your only copy, I get that. I really do. But yeah, some of these things they're not good, right? Like, so I get what you mean, like feeling guilty about that feeling. This is the first generation, and maybe again it has more to do with where I'm at, but this is the first generation where I'm really I feel guilty a lot. I have such a huge back catalog of games I have not played. I mean, my Switch is full of games that I have not, that I've purchased that I've not played. There's a lot of guilt there, and I'm like, how did I spent all this money? And no, I'm learning stuff, definitely not healthy things. And, and that is, to be honest, that's where video games are at right now. They're all vying for our attention, our time, and our money. And, it's that consumer culture, which, I try to avoid, but I'm as susceptible as others, and I gotta work on it. So anyway, what a conversation, huh? But I'm being honest with you. I definitely feel like oh, dang it. I still feel like there's that nervousness about missing out. I don't want to miss out on that game. I have a list of games I want to get. The big hotness right now is the new Paper Mario game, and do I get it? I still haven't gotten. I forget what the other games were. Several. I have a long list of games I still would want to get. Will I play them? Probably not, but the amount of other games I want to play, to be honest. So I don't know. Let's see. I have a bunch of games I've not played. Mr. H says. Let me switch over to this real quick. I do intend to play them eventually, though, and that was my thought too. And then I kept buying games, and then I'm like looking at my collection, going, "Will I play these?" Now, my Steam catalog. If you ever look at my Steam catalog, most of that's from bundles and things. I'm not worried about playing everything on there. No real reason to. I have no feeling like I have to, so that's fine. It's like the status symbol on Steam to have a lot of games, so whatever. But yeah, in terms of my physical games, I would like to play them all, except for the ones that I don't have an interest in playing, in which I don't mind getting rid of. There you go. Mr. H says, when it comes to physical copies, it's easier. I buy it and I play it. That's the thing. I'm there too, but in this generation, I bought a lot of games I haven't played. Eventually you get bored and stow it away. That used to happen to me a lot. In fact, that's happened with this game. Not getting bored with it, but like, oh, I'll put it away for a bit, and then it's years before I come back to it. And Decaf Toaster says, your point is why I'm happy to be a patient gamer. I wait for the mega discounts and play games when they've matured. Which is another thing. Games mature these days. You can't just buy a game and it's the same game forever. Sometimes that's FOMO too. You feel like, oh, this game's going to evolve and change. Do I want, how do I experience it and not miss out? Anyway. Mr. H says, Decaf Toaster, I also have to wait for discounts. Yeah. Yeah, no, all of those are legitimate things for sure. I definitely know what you're saying. Oh, Anime Barrel, hello, welcome on in. Surprise, 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 surprise. How are you doing? Yep, I am so happy. I've been really just having a fun time getting to stream. Can I do anything like... Nope. Ow. Oh, ow. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just keep going. We're playing a little Yoshi's Woolly World. It's fun. It's cute. It's great. Oh yeah, and that's true, Decaf Toaster. Yes. There's so many freebies. The thing about it though is that I haven't right now. I don't have my desktop computer set up to go onto the Epic Store to get those freebies. The Amazon ones though reminds me I do need to claim some because I know they disappear. I haven't claimed in a while either. But that is another way that I've gotten a lot of the games. But in reality, there are a massive amount of those games I will never play. They don't interest me. Some interest me, and then I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather play them on the Switch, so I buy them on the Switch. Oh, it's terrible. But that's where the collecting part comes in and makes it difficult because, you know, when you're... See, I'm both I would consider myself a collector and a video game enthusiast. I don't always necessarily consider myself a gamer. Does that make sense? I really enjoy things about video games, about the video game industry, about the, mostly though, about the artistic things that can be done in video games. But in terms of actually playing through an entire game and trying to, you know, complete it, there are very few games I'm willing to invest that time into doing, especially now that games have gotten so much longer and stuff. And in terms of games like, well, like even Fortnite, which I have played and do play and rather enjoy, games as services, if you will, those are hard for me to commit to. I don't feel like I can stick to just one game. I want to experience a variety of types of gaming experiences. So, yeah. There you go. Interesting, Decaf Toaster. Mr. H, when I was a kid, I was totally a gamer. I would agree with that too. But I just don't have the time now to commit to that level of gaming, I think, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But, you know, speaking of news in the world of gaming, I do want to share with you some very interesting updates. Now, those of you who have known me for longer know that I got to meet meet Tommy Tallarico. He came actually to our house, to the Mana Manor, bringing the prototype Amico console that was in the works. Now, look, let me just be very clear that this is a subject fraught with peril. Without getting too much into the drama of it all, for those of you who may not be aware, the Amico was a attempt to revive the Intellivision brand and make a modern console that would reimagine retro games. Nice Pixel Knight and Heyo. And which also would be a family-friendly console. Now, a lot of what was originally planned was right up my alley. Like, some people fell in the camp of, hey, I'm interested in the retro revival of the Intellivision brand, not so much the family-friendly stuff. Some were interested in the family-friendly stuff, but not so much the revival of the retro brand. I was like, both sound good to me. Oh, I froze again. Dangnabbit. I'm like, both sound good to me. And so I was interested in this. I was following along with it. I did get a chance to hang out with Tommy Tallarico. Oops, I did not mean to transition to that. And experience the console. And it was not a perfect experience. It was not a experience which... Yeah. See? Agreed. It was something that marketed at the price point that originally it was supposed to be marketing, which was roughly like $100 or at least under $200 price point. I was like, okay, 150, that sounds doable. It was really interesting to me. But for a whole bunch has happened, and there's been a lot of, you can go online and find out a lot more about it. There are some, a lot of the reporting on it is speculative. There are some people that do deeper dives and do find some interesting things, but even that brings with it a lot of inferences. But needless to say, so the games I was most interested in pretty much have all come to Switch now. That's Shark and Astro Smash. Those were the two that I was most interested in. Hey, Zizzo! And those are now on the Switch, as well as Steam and elsewhere. Is that you, Yoshi baby? You can chase me, but you're not getting the yarn back. Say hello to Big Montgomery and say goodbye to your chance of winning. Oh man, that's funny. So yeah, and the use of mobile phones as a controller. The controller was awesome on the Amico. I gotta throw that out there. I really enjoyed that. Like, it's really hard to say anything nice about the Amico because a lot of what a lot of people who rightly point out the failings of the whole endeavor and of the people involved, they they think that you're just blindly kind of following almost a cult-like personality or mentality, a cult-like mentality around the system, and just like not recognizing the faults. No, that's not the case. I unironically, undeniably enjoyed my experience with the controllers and some of the games. I would have liked to have experienced that. At the time it came out, it would have been the perfect time for the console it was meant to be, with the ideas it was meant to espouse for my daughter, my first daughter. So I would have been really cool with it. That time passed. It passed way too long. We're talking about now over 5 years ago, and so that whole thing just went way too far. And so it was, yes, and it just, honestly, it failure to launch. Now, since then, I know I'm talking more about it than I yeah, can you believe it? Yeah, no, what it has been, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was pre-pandemic, I know that. Anyway, so this whole thing was just a big fiasco, debacle. And the Intellivision company, so Tommy Tallarico left, and the new president and a couple of the developers are working on getting some of these games out. They sold off Astro Smash and Shark to a company that helped develop those new reimagined games, and which is BBG Entertainment. They sold off those titles for some more cash to work on this. Then, that's right, Pixel Knight. And then the oh my gosh, I don't know if this is interesting to any of you. I have so much to talk about. I haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. So then they still needed cash. Now there was this was reported as a part of a sort of a documentary on the whole thing, that there was an agreement for an influx of cash to give about $100 per console until this debt was paid off to a angel investor, so called. And so that's problematic if $100 of your console, you know, I mean, most consoles don't even make that much profit anyway. Nintendo is one of the few that actually does make profit on their console hardware. But anyway, that is what the deal was and what it entailed. And so, unsurprisingly, the new ownership has looked for new cash opportunities and has sort of hemmed and hawed a bit on producing an actual console. And the most recent thing was this endeavor called Amico Home, where the games could be basically played on a Android or later iOS device as if you were using the actual console. And then you use the phones as controllers, use a phone or tablet or whatnot for the actual console. And the front end, you purchase games in it, and then yeah, it's basically an app at this point. And the controllers are through a phone. And there's talk that they're trying to produce the games as well. Hey, Dash Magnum! Oh, I have some things to share with you, by the way. But I'm talking about the Amico first. There's a whole bunch of news, so much news lately, I gotta tell you. And we haven't even talked about a big Nintendo news that just came out, so I gotta mention that too. But, so Amico. So they had this Amico Home. There's talk that by the end of the year, there's supposed to be these controllers available for purchase that you could use in Amico Home, and eventually, if a console is developed. I actually would like to get the controllers. I still have a pre-order, mostly because I don't think that, I mean, most people are having a hard time communicating with the company, which is a skeleton crew. Whether they're deliberately avoiding paying back the guaranteed refunds or not, I don't know. But I still have mine, with also some hope that maybe there might be something that come out of this. Not anything major. Even if I just got a controller, I thought the controller was cool. If the controller worked with other platforms, I'd be happy. If nothing else, I got to play it. I feel like the experience was worth some money. I don't know, whatever. That's my mindset. I almost got rid of it, or tried to get it back a little bit ago when money was getting a little tight, but I didn't, and so that's kind of where I'm at. But, Witty Kendra says, the attitude is strong with this toddler tonight. Oh dear. I'm out of things to throw. Oh dear. Oh dear. I gotta get some more. I guess I gotta get this right here. So anyway, what's the news? Well, the latest news is that Intellivision has been bought by Atari. What? Yes, Intellivision, not, however, the Amico Endeavor. Everything that is Amico related is going to be a part of of the existing people and company, rebranded. Okay, so the Amico is no longer going to be Intellivision. They're going to rebrand, become a new company, and continue everything they're doing with the Amico. But the Intellivision name and the licenses to all the games from Intellivision, the entire library of over 200 games, not counting the couple that were sold to BBG. I'm wondering if they might work out with Atari and actually sell them back. We'll go over to Atari. Now, my hope is that we get the Intellivision or the Atari 50 treatment with Intellivision. That would be super cool, where basically it's a documentary style video game collection. I think that would be super cool. And if that happens, that'd be really neat. But yeah, isn't it wild to think? I mean, this is like the thing that you just can't even believe, because this was one of the big original console wars. You know, an old console war, Intellivision versus Atari, and so on. Anyway, I do think that also Atari has been on fire lately with their lineup of reimagined Atari games, and all of those are really cool. I'd love to see some of those with Intellivision properties. The Recharged series, if you're familiar with that, really cool stuff. And so yeah, I think potentially really cool news. And then the other thing, you know, again, Intellivision 50 would be really cool, but also stuff like producing a console. Atari has actually produced several popular or successful pieces of hardware lately. That'd be kind of cool. An Intellivision Mini would be really cool. And my biggest hope is that some of these properties include games like Cloudy Mountain. That was one of the games I did not get to play when Tommy Tallarico was at our house, but it is a game based on the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons property. The remake was apparently at some stage of development. That would be really cool to see the light of day, and I think if Atari could do that, how cool would that be? So, here's hoping. That is my hope that comes out of that. As far as Amico, like I said, if we get like controllers out of this, I'll be content. I thought the controller was really cool. In terms of the games that I had my most interest in, I believe they're either out or I believe will come out thanks to Atari purchasing Intellivision. And Intellivision in Atari's hands, I think Atari is focused on kind of sharing like a history of that era of video game. And I think Intellivision's actually going to be in good hands in that sense. I think we're going to see some of its history presented for a new generation, or new generations. So I'm happy about that. So, wait, there was a D&D game on Intellivision? Indeed there was, yeah. Indeed there was, so... and Mr. H, I do actually agree with you on that. At first I misread the announcement, the press release that Atari gave, and thought they had, and suddenly had some hope that maybe something would come of this. So I am sad that is not the case. But I also think that the Amico project, it realistically, I have a very, I'm trying to be realistic about it. I have massive doubts that we will see a console like it was originally presented come to fruition. I don't see that happening with what we currently know. Now, I don't have perfect knowledge, and you never know. But I'm just, and not trying to put anyone down. Not trying to make any kind of claims as to that look, this is, again, fraught with peril if you're on the internet. But really, I don't see that happening, but I do see the controllers coming to fruition, which I'm very excited about. Oh no! Shucks. And I do see with the Intellivision brand going to and licenses for the games going to Atari. I see that as a good thing. I think that we'll see some of those games, the reimagined games I was really hoping for, actually become available. One other thing I should mention is not only did they did say that they did not take on the Amico, but they also shared that they are allowing the Amico project to license those Intellivision games. So I think everything that would be under Atari's new license will have a chance at being available on the Amico platform. So really, this is a win-win, I think. Probably the best possible scenario for who could purchase Intellivision. Whew. That really snuck up on me. My bad. Yeah, I think this is probably the best case scenario. Maybe, yeah, like was said, it would have been neat if the Amico could maybe find some legs, you know, a company that could maybe get its original idea off the ground. I think that unfortunately the whole endeavor is the name, the idea, the whole thing is just tarnished at this point, and it's going to be a real upward battle. So, you know, it's kind of where it's at. And yeah, Wandering Thunder, hello. And I've got to do a posture check. That's good. Posture check. And I've got to drink something. Thanks for that, Wandering Thunder. Pixel Knight. That's funny. Thanks for the GG dash. So the other thing. Yeah, I do. I think the idea of the Amico is solid. I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. I wish that I could somehow just like write up a proposal for a video game console and just make it happen. Because I think, you know, my ideal, my dream console, you know, it'd be kind of cool. But anyway, that's not the world we live in. The other news. So many pieces of big news. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. The other big news is that there is a West Coast Nintendo store coming. Nintendo has had a New York store for a long time. It is it's a shame. I was on the East Coast for a significant amount of time. I wish that I had gotten to... Yes, Decaf Toaster, right? I wish I had gotten to go to it. I could have. I was close enough, but I didn't make my trip to New York to go to the store. But San Francisco is where the new Nintendo store is going to be. Yes, Dash Magnum. And so I'm really thrilled because that is going to be a destination trip that I'm looking forward to going to. And I'll be maybe meeting up with you or something like that. Yeah, I'm super excited. So it is, I believe they might have said opening in 2025. I think they said. I can't remember. But yeah, how cool, right? So I'm looking forward to, looking forward to that opening. I really think it makes a lot of sense. Oops. Aw, shucks. Oh my gosh, I did so poorly. Yeah, sweet. Well, there we go. We'll do a meetup. We'll do a Mana meetup. And look at the little label on that skein of yarn. That is so cute. So, anyway, yeah, that's a thing that has been announced. I think that's excellent news. I think that Nintendo, with their massive coffers right now, are very wise in the few things they are spending their money on. They're not going overboard. They're not making tons and tons of acquisitions they don't need to make. They're simply expanding some of the things that they already are good at. The store being one of them. Obviously, their theme park endeavor has been good. Movies. I mean, I think Nintendo is very wisely. Oops, hello. I think they're very wisely. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Not investing solely in video game companies and things like this. AAA developers and stuff, it is such a difficult market. But things like having a new store, having the oops, I wonder if I can get up there. Having the movies to raise awareness of different platforms or IPs, all that's really helpful for brand recognition, which I think Nintendo doesn't necessarily need brand recognition, but it does need to stay relevant with newer generations. So that's kind of where I see all that. And so I think this is a great idea. I'm thrilled, of course, because it's on my coast. I can go and go there. I think it'd be really cool. Okay. Probably no, I won't. I actually legitimately will not at all. Though unfortunately, Scooter be around this weekend. I've got plans every single day until Tuesday. So unfortunately, no. But we'll get there eventually with all this stuff. Now, Dash, I said I wanted to share something with you. So I was thinking about this. I was asked by you last time what games on the Wii I appreciate so much. Why would I say the Wii is, tied as my favorite console? So, Nintendo's got Gen Z and Alpha at the moment. I think they're definitely still relevant. That's true, Mr. H. I think they're not hurting, but Wandering Thunder also redeemed Blink. I gotta blink some more too. That's helpful. Look away, blink. Good. Napsy's here as well. Napsy, what are we back in the 80s now? Napsy, I'm so sorry I missed you on that. Gosh, what else have I missed here? Yes, so many things to share. Anyway, lovely seeing all of you here. Let me go to this real quickly. I wonder if I can do this. No, that's not it. What is the thing I'm looking for? Shucks. You know what? You know what? We're going to do this a different way. Music is fantastic. It is super good, isn't it? We're going to do this another way. I might be able to help set up things since I'm your editor. Oh, are you talking about the alerts? Yeah. Okay, we're going to do this a different way. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to this screen for a moment. Just enjoy this loveliness. I'm going to go grab a stack of Wii games real quick. Ugh. Oh, I just knocked my computer. Oops, sorry. Such good music. This is ridiculous. I still need to make my shelf or my whatchamacallit. I still need to make my what are they called? The little drawer things. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh my gosh. This is so silly. I got them out of order. Okay. The regret is strong. Oh, the regret is real strong. This is ridiculous. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Almost. Okay. Oh, so close. So close. Oh yeah, we're getting down to the end. Oh yeah. Okay. Oops, that's funny. This is ludicrous here. This is making a digital. Oh my gosh, decaf toaster. Wait, yeah, take guesses. What am I doing? What do you, I know. I don't know if you could hear what I was saying. I was trying to say this. Oh, this is ridiculous. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. You want to see, you don't want this. You want to actually see. Okay. You heard everything. Okay, good. This is let me just So, I was trying. There's one. And they're a little out of order now. Okay. I had to lift with the knees, you know, cause man. Okay. So gamers workout. Oh, thanks, Dash. We call this particular stance "Stop Buying Games." Yeah, it's good. Okay, so the reason I did this, yeah, these are all Wii games. I was gonna go through my collection. It is an app on my phone. This happened last time. I thought I had logged in on the computer. It needs two-factor authentication. I can't get in again. So you know what I decided to do? I decided to get all of my Wii games. Very good, Decaf. That's good. Let's just go through, and I've gotten these horribly out of order here. Let's just go through some of my favorites, shall we? Okay. Or do you just want to see all of them? Take a drink. I know, I need to do that. Thank you for redeeming that. Would you like to just go through and just see a bunch of Wii games? How much time do you have? I could probably wrap up the stream by showing you a collection of Wii games, maybe reorganizing them. Anyways, it's up to all of you. Let's go through them. Okay. So, there's a arcade shooting gallery. Let me figure this out. Okay. Like I said, some of these are not going to be in order because of accidentally taking them out wrong. I need to build like these little shelves so I can just take a whole stack of them out. Anyways, Active Life Outdoor Challenge. My point in this is when I get to the really, really good games, Dash, I'm going to really point those out. Okay. I promise. Oh, yeah. We've got Avatar: The Last Airbender. A couple of these have stickers that may or may not show where I got them, so I'm not going to... I'm going to try and cover those up. This is the Burning Earth. And this is the just The Last Airbender. Okay. There's that one. We've got Big Game Hunter. The Avatar games are actually pretty cool, by the way. Love this game. This is one of the games. I love it, Pixel Knight. This is one of the games that it's so good. It's so good. I love that the Wii has this. It's beautiful. I love that experience. I have had so much fun playing Beatles Rock Band with family and friends over the years. I still just get a big smile when I play it now. This is one of those amazing Wii titles. This one as well. You've seen me play some of this. Yeah, Dash, those Avatar games are really good. The reason I didn't say more when I got to them is because I've not played them all the way through. May have to, though. There you go, Decaf Toaster. Now, I actually have the full Beatles Rock Band set. Now that we've got this space and it's bigger and I can get the drums out and the toys and the guitars and stuff, I do plan on doing a Beatles Rock Band stream. The thing is, I will probably have to do that as a Discord stream because obviously this is super copywritten music. This is all Beatles songs, right? So for the Beatles Rock Band, I'm thinking that we could do like a Discord stream. I'd probably record it from my own personal, archive, but we wouldn't do anything, like where it would be on Twitch, because I would definitely get copyright strikes from that. But yeah, this is by WayForward. This was really good. We played this a while back on the Wii U, actually, and it's a really excellent game. I love it. It's a 2D platformer, really cool Batman game. We've got an Activision game. See, who said that, Activision doesn't support, different Nintendo platforms, There we go. Barbie Island Princess. I've never played it. Yeah, there we go, Pixel Knight. That'd be funny. Can you send these recommendations to you afterwards, Decaf Toaster says? Are you just in general all the Wii games? I could probably make a list of them for, I think more people than just you would be interested, and I could do that. I do need to play the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. I do need to do that in Napsy. That is actually probably very likely, though, that I will do that. Band Hero did come to the Wii, by the way. If you want those plastic instruments to have some fun. In fact, I even have 2 copies. Don't know how that happened. I have Elebits. I need to print out the thing for it, the cover, because it's just a blank case. But I have Elebits. Elebits is a really interesting game, actually. That's one that's pretty high up on a lot of people's lists, but nothing compared to this incredible gem. Okay, so far, if you're keeping track, my top 3 here. Actually, if someone could write these down, maybe keep a track. We can make the list right now. Would you mind? So it's going to be Beatles Rock Band, Batman the Brave and the Bold, and Donkey Kong Country Returns. That's the 3 so far that I'm saying these are like top shelf games. So good. Donkey Kong Country Returns. This game, love it. You have that on your 3DS. That's true, Decaf Toaster, but did you know it first came out on the Wii, and it is fantastic. It's such a good game. It does look a little bit sharper. I mean, it's not high definition. It's the Wii, but it does look a little sharper on the Wii. Yeah, this is a really, really beautiful game. Super fun gameplay. If you liked it on the 3DS, you're gonna love it on the Wii. Again, this is where it first started. It is a super, super good game. All right. Then this is going to be one I'm also going to throw out there as I'm going to say this is more like a hidden gem. It does have a label on it I need to do, but Crash of the Titans here. Crash of the Titans. Crash of the Titans. Again, I'm not. Some of these labels are like they're from conventions or they're from shops, local shops. So I don't know. I'm not paying too much attention. I'm just kind of doing that. But Crash of the Titans is a Crash Bandicoot game. It wasn't super popular. It was sort of a reboot of kinds, but I think it's a fun game. Okay. I've never played Chicken Little, but it exists. Chicken Little is ace in action. Okay. We've got Bust-A-Move Bash. It's kind of a fun thing. Bust-A-Move's always fun. We've got okay. This is the next gem. This is the next one on the list. Okay, so you've got your list. This is the next one after Donkey Kong Country Returns, A Boy and His Blob. This is another amazing game. A great reimagining, remake of the original Nintendo Entertainment System game. This game is so good. So good. Squishalicious, heyo, jumps into chat. Oh, I'm so glad that you shared that. Yeah, Crash of the Titans is super good. I really like it. It's like hidden gem. Maybe put Crash. No, don't put Crash of the Titans on there yet. I'm talking about just the ones I've had full experience. And I absolutely Boy and His Blob. Because some of these games I didn't finish to completion. Crash of the Titans I played mostly on DS, and I didn't put their honorable mentions. I like it. Put Avatar, the 2 Avatar games, as honorable mentions as well. Dash. Okay. This is another one on the list. Okay, so Boom Blocks. If you don't know, this game is actually produced by Steven Spielberg. Yeah, that's Steven Spielberg. Yeah. It even says it right there. Up there. From Steven Spielberg and EA. Okay. This is a motion control game, kind of like if you took Jenga and you threw blocks at the Jenga tower. This is so cool. Boom Blocks, it's on that list of like, this is why we're not even talking about Virtual Console. We're not talking about WiiWare. We're just talking about physical releases and how many, we're at the B's. And and just of my collection, we're at the B's of my collection. And we've already got like 5 things on the list. It's amazing. So good. Okay, this is the next one. Fortune Street. Fortune Street is such a cool game. This is a mix of Nintendo and Square Enix properties, and where you go through. It's like a kind of a board game. All right, let me show you this real quick. This is the manual. Fortune Street. How cool is this? Okay, so it's basically the best Mario Party game on the Wii. In my opinion, it's really fun. It's good. Okay. So this is, I don't know if I can even show this easily, actually. I'll do it this way. This is Ford Off-Road Racing. Okay. I'm just showing you all the games I've got. I'm just showing you the collection. Okay. Whew. So now we're going backwards a little bit. We've got a sad case, Epic Mickey. This is on the list. What a cool game! All right, this is on the list for sure. Epic Mickey, super cool game. It's a 3D platform. You go in, you use ink and turpentine to transform the world around you as you try to revive these old Disney characters and things like this. Epic Mickey is a must-play, super fun. And they did make an Epic Mickey 2. Okay. Epic Mickey 2, I've not played. I have it, I've not yet played it, so can't put it on the list yet. Here's some great winter fun games. I've got Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Again, I'm just showing you what I got, and then we're going. Okay, here we go. This is the next one that this one we put on the list to definitely play. We're going through Wii titles right now. Animate Barrel, the games you should play. So what games should I? I'm gonna switch this over to retro. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say retro because we're not playing Yoshi at the moment. We're talking about retro stuff. Okay. So this is the next one on the list. Fling Smash. This game's so cool. So you swat, this is from the back, swat a spherical hero through enemies and obstacles with racket swinging motions. This game is like, it's so goofy, but it's so fun. It's so fun, okay? Burn that disc, Pixelnight says. Okay, next one on the list. Look, we keep going. There's so many amazing games on the Wii. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the Crystal Bearers. A fantastic action RPG that is so cool. It just has this massive style, like it just exudes style. I mean, look at that cover. Oh, yeah, that's a cool cover, right? So, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the Crystal Bearers. This is from Square Enix. It's from the Crystal Chronicles saga. It's like a spin-off of Final Fantasy. I prefer it to mainline Final Fantasy titles. This is sort of when Square Enix was like, we'll kind of come back to Nintendo. but we're not bringing our full original Final Fantasy mainline series to you. We're just bringing the spin-offs. This game, it's really fun. It's got some kind of unique gameplay elements where you use the Wii remote as kind of like a whip. It's got a lot of two-player co-op areas that you can play co-op in. So this is really fun. Oh, that'd be so fun, Animate Barrel. So this one, I actually like this better than the original Crystal Chronicles, but we can play the original Crystal Chronicles on the Switch. I've got it, and we could do that. Yeah. All these for just $89.99. Still, well, that's funny. Okay. Now where to go? I don't know. These are all out of order. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put these in order later. I'm just grabbing from here. Okay, co-op Rex are the best. So there you go, Decaf Toaster. That's one of them. All right, we're do real quickly. We've got ourselves Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero World Tour. Those are more for your plastic instruments. Hasbro Family Game Night. One for your balance board, Julian Michaels Fitness Ultimatum 2009. I should probably do this, actually. What can I say? Just Dance 4. It's another one I need to print out a thing for. A label. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Next one here. This is actually I just need to clean the case on it. So I'll just show you the insert here. But Crazy Golf, Kids Sports. I don't know. Somehow, let me show you. This is the state of the. I got this used. Someone drew with crayon all over it. Some of these honestly are, I just never. I tried for a long time to like clean things as soon as I got them, but a lot of them just ended up on the shelf, and it was kind of during a time where I wasn't playing as much. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of wild, right? Okay, here. Every single one, I've got 4 games in my hand. Every single one goes on the list, okay? First of all, Kirby 20th Anniversary Dream Collection Special Edition. It's the classic Kirby games that are amazing in one package. This was like Super Mario All-Stars, but better. But even though it's not Super Mario All-Stars, actually maybe it's better because it actually was a graphics upgrade too. But anyway, this is just an amazing collection of Kirby games with some really cool history stuff. It was like Atari 50 before Atari 50 was a thing. Okay, that's right, Pixel Knight. So that one's on there. The Kirby Dream Collection. Next one on the list, Kirby's Epic Yarn. That's what Yoshi's Woolly World came from, right? Kirby's Epic Yarn. Fantastic game. Now, this one also is co-op, so I definitely recommend this one. There's some fun co-op things you can do with it. You can actually play with Kirby and then the Prince. See the Prince character there? 2-player fun with Prince Fluff. This one I had a lot of fun playing with Mana Sprout, actually. And it's really sweet. This one gets a massive thumbs up for me. This is like one of those games where it's like, yeah, if you have a Wii, must play Kirby's Epic Yarn. This is how to remake on the Switch, but another one to put on there, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Now, before this, we hadn't had sort of a proper, Kirby in Dreamland type game in a while, and this was huge when it came out. You might not necessarily think about it now that we've had the remaster, but when this game came out, it was a big deal. Mitron, heyo! Pixel Knight had it. This one goes on there, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Excellent game. and it has 4-player action. You can actually play up to 4 players. So that's another big one for you, Decaf Toaster. I think you'll appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Mike Tron. And Scooter, can we get a shout out from Mike Tron, please? Okay, the last of the 4 in my hands. This one is not Kirby, but might as well be. There are so many characteristics in common, and this game, which came out originally on the PlayStation, had an amazing remake for the Wii, and that is Klonoa. I love this game so much. I played through it on the PlayStation. I played through it on the Wii. I've played through it on the new version that came out. The new I can't think of what it's called, but the version that has 2 games in it. The first 2 games. This game is probably the best version of Klonoa. Actually, this right here, the Wii version, Klonoa. This it doesn't have the subtitle. What is it? Door to Phantom Isle or whatever. It's just Klonoa on the Wii. This game is so good. It is a single-player game, but if you've never played it, Klonoa shoots these sort of puffs of air and inflates these enemies, and then can use them for a jump. And so it's sort of almost like a puzzle platformer, but it's really a platformer. Anyway, really cool game. It's side-scrolling, but everything's in 3D. Love this game. Really fun. Okay. Okay. Next up, we have another one that goes on the list. This is obvious. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This game, oh, so good. Now, it did come out on the GameCube. I got it on the Wii. This is a game that they flipped the entire game so that you could play right-handed with a Wii remote. My recommendation is this, as well as either the GameCube or the Wii U version. If you've played through this game on one of those, consider this like a Master Quest mirrored mode. And you're right, Decaf Toaster, they did mirror it. This is really interesting. It's a fun way to experience that game again. I played through it on here. I've played through it on the Wii U, and it felt fresh both times, because it was mirrored. Okay, one of my favorite Zelda games, and it does get a lot of hate, but this was the 25th anniversary, Zelda Skyward Sword. I don't know why I like this one as much as I do. There are elements that I definitely would say I don't dig, but overall, I thought this game was so fun. Beginning to end, I was smiling. I had so much fun with it. Love the characters, love the art style. This goes on the list for sure. Yeah, Skyward Sword is absolutely on the list. So both Zelda games, these go on the list. Next up on the list, this probably flies under the radar, Link's Crossbow Training. It was a pack-in with a plastic peripheral. My dad and I have played this so much, and just it's like the best shooting game, light gun game that you can possibly get. I love this. Pixel Knight, I know, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm with you. Okay. So, now we've got a few Lego games. We've got Indiana Jones. We've got Lord of the Rings. We've got Star Wars 3. We've got the complete saga. Those are all lots of fun. However, I wouldn't say they're necessarily... I mean, the Lego games... Would I put any of those on this list? Especially when there's re-releases and things like this. Would you have to play any of these on the Wii? Not necessarily. And there's more definitive versions elsewhere. They're all honorable mentions, though. All the Lego games are honorable mentions. How's that? We'll say Lego games in general. Now here's one that I'm gonna throw on honorable mention. Let's tap. Let's tap. One entry it is then. Yeah, that's right, Dash. Let's tap. This is a game you literally like. See that? You put the Wii remote on a box and you tap to move your characters, and it is a really unique game. I think it's pretty cool. I wouldn't put it up as a must play, but it is a cool game. I'm sorry, Pixel Knight. No. The Lego games. Let me be clear. The Lego games are amazing games. I was more talking about, like, do you have to play them on the Wii versus other? They are honorable mentions. I don't know. I might even change my mind on that later. They're great games. Okay. Next one, though, goes on the list for must play. I suspect not a lot of you have heard of this one. I love this. Little King's Story. This game is better than Pikmin. It's Pikmin, but better. This game... Has anyone heard of this one? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know, Decaf Toaster. That might be a... I don't remember, actually. Has anyone heard of Little King's Story? Little King's Story is so cool. I'm glad we're buddies. Okay. This game, I think you're going to love. I think you're going to love it. It is a single player game, but I found that it is really fun to play like with other people around. Get this. I'm going to read this to you. Okay. This is so good. One day, a timid boy discovers a mysterious crown and suddenly finds himself a king. Use your newfound power of persuasion to charm, coerce, or just force the citizens of your kingdom to do your bidding. Find treasures, slay dragons, expand the boundaries of your kingdom as you march towards your goal of absolute domination of the known world. With 14 different job classes to choose from, no task is beyond your ability to order someone else to do it. Go forth to do battle with over 15 different bosses, from mighty kings to irritating pests that are keeping you from expanding your kingdom as you see fit. Choose your one true love from 7 princesses, woo them by catering to their every whim, or just close your eyes and pick one at random. Expand your kingdom, conquer other lands, work your happy little subjects to death. It's good to be the king. But the thing about this is it has this heartwarming tale. You're really not the villain. It's how they portray it, but you're really not. You can see it's just got this lovely sort of artwork. And yeah, okay, yep, you're the villain. So what you do in this game is kind of like Pikmin. You sort of send your troops out, and it's got lovely artwork too. I mean, look at this. I love that. It's so cool. Let me just kind of show you here. So yeah, you're recruiting. There's different jobs. Look at this. Some of the jobs. Let's look at that artwork, right? It's kind of presented like a storybook, fairy tale. This is such a good game that everyone who has a Wii, I say you have to play this game. This is one of my top picks of the Wii, and there's nothing else like it. Nothing else like it. I love that. This game, so good. I can't hype it enough. Definitely try it. Right, Decaf Toaster? Okay. The Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games. This is actually pretty fun. But you know, yeah, I wouldn't put it on the list, but it was good. Okay, that's amazing, Decaf Toaster. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Job class systems in the game, Pixel Knight. I think you'd like this one. Okay, this one, Mario Party 8. Okay. I heard this was a good Mario Party. What do we have here? We have Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Okay. We have a couple of must plays here. So, this is a must play. I have never beat it. I never played it, but we're gonna put this on the list of for sure games because this is the definitive way to play these games as far as I'm concerned. Metroid Prime Trilogy. This is the Steelbook. Beautiful collection. I believe this goes for a pretty hefty sum these days. Oh, okay. Thank you, Scooter. So yeah, this collection is amazing, and it's the definitive way to play in that you can use the Wii Remote and Nunchuck for all of the games, where the original 2 games were GameCube exclusive, and so they took the third game's Wii controls and applied them to the first 2. I love this. I actually think too, looking at some of the remastered, Metroid Prime remastered screenshots, while I don't think it looks bad in any stretch of the imagination, and at some point I'd like to pick up that remaster, this on a CRT television still looks better. And I think it's because it had more darkness and moodiness to some of it because of some of those low textures and things as well. Definitive way to play this as far as I'm concerned. Now, not a lot of people love this game. I'm going to say this is a must play. Other M, Metroid Other M. I love this game. It may possibly be my it's my third favorite Metroid game. Yes, right, Decaf Toaster? My first, Decaf Toaster, the helmet, yeah. This game, after Metroid Dread and Super Metroid and Metroid Dread, this is my third favorite Metroid game. I love it. I think it's super good. The story can be a little bit iffy at times, but I don't think it's overall as bad as people say it is. And the gameplay, the controls, everything, love it. I really like the way this game plays. It's a shame that people got really caught up on some story elements, which I get, but I also don't get because it's not really about that. I don't know. And some of it was really good. Some of the story was really cool. I'm shaking and herky-jerky all over today. I don't know. I got to figure out why I'm having those issues. Okay. Whew. Where are we now? So I've got 2 copies of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's going to get an honorable mention. Oh, good, Decaf Toaster. Okay, maybe it's just on my end. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, a really good game, but I'm going to give it an honorable mention, not a must-play, only because in later, I think other games kind of did it better. But here's one that's a must-play. Muramasa, the Demon Blade. This is a game which Vanillaware, right? Yeah. Why are they not on there? Why is it not? Oh, there's Vanillaware. Vanillaware had a hand in. This game is gorgeous. It's the art style of Vanillaware, the Dragon's Crown. This is like a feudal Japan setting. Really cool. And it's just a great brawler, side-scrolling brawler. Really love this game. Definitely say you gotta try this. Okay. Next up, I have these are not in alphabetical. MLB Power Pros 2008. The Monkey King: The Legend Begins. This is an interesting side-scrolling game, which I'm also going to give an honorable mention to. It is a side-scrolling horizontal shooter. It is a 2-player game. You can play fast or slow. You can play with full tilt control. This one, honorable mention, The Monkey King: The Legend Begins. Pretty cool game. especially if you like horizontal shooters, you'd probably enjoy this. Okay. That must mean this is the next pile. Okay. Next pile. Actually, if you can get the little plastic grip for your Wii remote, I mean, you don't need it, but if you can, I'm gonna put this one as a must-play experience on the Wii. NHL Slapshot. Probably a surprise, a sports title on here. But actually, this game was really fun. It was, you know, it is basically, it's hockey, but the idea of with the peripheral that looked like a hockey stick, whacking it, it was really cool. It was clever, it was new, and you could play 4 players. I had a lot of fun with friends with this one. And so NHL Slapshot, not a bad game at all. And it had the NHL license. Truthfully, yeah, it was just good fun. Did anyone expect that one? I don't know. But it was good fun and worth the play. Okay, next one for sure on the list. Knight's Journey of Dreams. The Wii version of this, excellent, really well done. It was a remake, I'll say, of the what's it called? Sega Saturn original. Really cool game. If you don't know about it, this was developed by same people behind Sonic. You fly around super fast. I've done a stream of this actually. Not this one. Well, maybe I did do this one, but I've done the Steam version of the original. And you fly around, you collect all these little orbs and defeat a boss at the end of a dream. And it's just a very fun game. So this one goes on the for sure list. What do we have here? Oh, we've got Ninja Reflex in a blank case. Okay. Ooh, yeah. We've got Off-Road Extreme. Okay. Okay, another must play. This goes on the list. Okami. This is the definitive version as far as I'm concerned. The motion controls are excellent. SD resolution, I think, works best for this game. Again, playing it on the CRT, it's gorgeous. This is an amazing game. Yeah, chat did slow down. I don't know what happened there. Hey, Animate Bros is 100%. Awesome. Yeah, this super good game. And it came out on the PlayStation 2. Then it came out on the Wii. Super cool. Also, I like pinball. I like pinball so much, I have 2 copies of Pinball Hall of Fame. That's going to become some trade fodder. I don't know how I picked that up. The Wii Remote with the brush mechanics, so good. Exactly. Oh, no worries, TCAF Toaster. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Price is Right Decades. Okay, must play. This is a wild game in that it really flew under the radar. Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands for the Wii was a unique game, a unique entry just for the Wii. Very cool. Maybe I'll put the honorable mention. Maybe honorable mention. I don't know. Put it as an honorable mention. I think. Yeah, honorable mention. Just because I haven't actually beaten it yet, but it's really cool. Her Pals is a must play. No, I've never played it. Okay, must play. Must play. This goes on the must play. Must play Rayman Origins. Now, I love the new Rayman games. This one, there was one for the Wii U, which I have, and I really enjoy. And I really liked the mobile titles that came out. They were some of the best mobile games that came out during that time. And it all started with Rayman Origins, a reimagining of the classic Rayman game. Mine shipped in the mail, and look at that. I never fixed it, though. I probably could just... I mean, I have so many blank cases, I probably could just do that. At some point, I probably will. But anyway, Super beautiful game, great platformer, fun, quirky humor, a little bit of a Earthworm Jim vibe in some of the jokes and things. There's another one I have 2 of, is Rayman Raving Rabbids. I never got into that series. A lot of people say it's a must-play, but I don't know. Rock Band 3, surprisingly, an excellent game on the Wii. I really liked the addition of the keyboard to be able to play. There was a pretty strong song list in here. With this Rock Band 3, there were some more advanced techniques. So you could actually apply some of your skill with an actual instrument to this game. I believe this was the one that introduced being able to play with a guitar that was actually a real guitar. I really liked this. So, oh, and Stillwell's as well. On an unrelated matter, we are taking my sons to their first baseball game tomorrow. Minor league, but still. Oh, that should be so cool, Stillwell. Oh, that sounds awesome. That's a neat thing. Oh, what was that? Oh, this one? Let's put this as a honorable mention. Oatmeal, heyo. We'll put that as an honorable mention. In fact, I must have liked it a lot because it's somewhere I got a second copy. Oh, that was... See, oh, I froze. Hold on, I'll fix that. There were definitely a lot of instances where, you know, with the Wii, you could get a game or just a bundle of games, get them super cheap at like a Goodwill. And when I didn't know, like I didn't have an app to track what games I had, sometimes I'd just pick up a game, or sometimes if it was like that and I was like, oh, I like this game, I'll just, you know, I'll get it again. Okay, this one. Gosh, what do I do on this one? This one, I feel like I'm gonna put this in the honorable mention. Saint. This is another shooter type game, and it is very. It's really got a lot of style. It's really fun. It was at a time where a lot of these like vertical or horizontal shooters weren't as super common. This one was really kind of interesting because you could also battle with like a sword as well as like firing. You know what? Heck, put that as a must play. Saint. It was really an interesting one. Samba de Amigo. This was you know, like a rhythm game. You could use waggle your Wii remotes. Really good way to do it. Let's put that as an honorable mention as well. We've got Sim Animals. Aha, but now a must play. Must play. Sin and Punishment Star Successor. This one is a sequel to a game that released only in Japan on the N64. And the title before, the Samba de Amigo. Honorable mention. And then for sure, going on the list, Sin and Punishment Star Successor. This is a sort of, it's almost like Star Fox. I can't even explain it. It's an on-rails shooter, but you're mostly a person running. And then it almost like, what's the Sega game? Can't think of it right now. Real popular Sega game where it's behind the back and you've got a cannon. Anyway, it's kind of like that, only just all these set pieces in it, and it like Star Fox, you know, you go whipping around, and it's just a really cool game. Must play. Yeah, it was came from Treasure. If you know Treasure. Treasure's famous for making some really high-quality Sega Genesis games. They made... I can't think of the name. I can see the picture. Gunstar Heroes for the Sega Genesis. So really popular developer, just known for quality games. We had Skylanders. I thought the Toys to Life thing was actually pretty cool. And I thought Skylanders was kind of neat. But I went all in on Amiibo, And I went in on all the Star Wars stuff for the Disney Infinity stuff, which we'll get back. Oh no, we won't get. That's on Wii U. Whatever. But yeah, I didn't really get into Skylanders. I didn't collect any of the toys. I didn't think the Skylanders toys were that cool. That doesn't get a honorable mention or anything, but it gets a honorable mention for the fact that I thought the Toys to Life idea was actually pretty cool. All right. SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. All right. A must play, in my opinion, Sonic and the Black Knight. It gets a lot of hate. It starts a new category. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can just ignore that. But Sonic and the Black Knight is such an amazing game that I liked the storybook Sonic stuff. I thought, as far as 3D Sonics go, I actually think this one might be too late. I think this one might be the best in terms of 3D Sonics. I can't tell you. I love it. I love the setting. Obviously, that's a big part of it. But I thought this one was fun. Similarly to that, Sonic and the Secret Rings. This one is, I'm going to say this one is a honorable mention. But Sonic and the Secret Rings, really good. I don't know if we put New Super Mario Bros. Wii in honorable mention, but I think we ought to do that now, actually. Must play those Sonic Colors. Really excellent 2D Sonic. And you can also play as your Mii. So, in terms of New Super Mario Bros. Wii should go on the honorable mentions. Sonic and the Black Knight must play. Sonic and the Secret Rings is a honorable mention. And Sonic Colors is a must play. Now, you can get some $5 movie concession food there. And that's Space Chimps. Yay. Never played it. Know nothing about it. That's a thing. Okay. This is are you having fun? I'm having fun. I like going through this. I wish it was in order here, but what are you going to do? Now, okay. I think I can show you this because I don't think there's anything that will actually show. I don't even know how I got this one. But look at this. This is why GameStop, come on, man. They did that. They also put a sticker along the spine. But if you'll notice about this, it was $2.99. I think I got it for 99 cents. Spore Hero. That's, oops, let me get that disc. There we go. Spore Hero. This was an interesting thing. Spore, if you remember, was kind of a cool thing when it came out. It was like creating these wild creatures. Y'all enjoy this, nerds, he said while also enjoying it. Oh, that's good, Decaf Toaster. This is fun. Oh, good. So Spore Hero, I'm gonna say honorable mention. This is kind of an interesting one. Okay. Yes, I'm excited. Okay. Must play Star Wars The Clone Wars. Lightsaber Duels. Lightsaber Duels is what it's subtitled. Star Wars The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duels is, in fact, a lightsaber dueling game. It is a one-on-one fighting game. So if you want to get into one-on-one fighting games and you want to sort of ease into it, very simple controls and mechanics, plus it's the Star Wars Clone Wars theme, so you're not talking about anything that's going to be bloody, gory, or ultra-violent. This is a fun family game. It's a fun party game. I find that people really do enjoy that. Overall, I think this one holds up as a fun experience to this day. I've actually taken it to events with teenagers from today, like current teenagers that did not grow up with the Wii. And between Mario Kart Wii and this game, like those are the two most popular games that I don't know why, but People really like this game. I mean, I do know why. It's a good game, so I like that one. Yes, I know, Scooter. I know. I may change my mind on that later. But now this one I've not played all the way through, Republic Heroes, and I actually have 2 copies of it. This one I can't really give a full recommendation just yet. I love this game on the DS. There's 2 games like it on the DS, and this same title on the DS. But this is not the DS game. I've heard this is good, not yet played it, so I can't comment on it yet. Okay, Force Unleashed. This game was popular because you were using... It was the first game where you were using a Wii Remote like a lightsaber. However, I think my favorite version of this game might actually be the app on the early iOS, believe it or not. I've not beaten this game on this or PS3, can't really say more, but I loved it in other versions. Okay, now, here's a twofer. Absolute must-plays. Everybody knows it. This goes without saying, but a couple of the best 3D Mario games, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, must-play games. These 2 games are so good. So good. This game, sorry, Super Mario Galaxy, I remember when I first was playing it with Ms. Mana, and this was one of the ones we picked up early, and went after having a Wii, and we just had a fun time. She was, watching along, giving advice, suggestions. She'd play a little bit. When we saw water in this game, our jaws dropped, and we just stood there, and we were like, this is the future. That looks like water. It was amazing. That's funny, Pixel Knight. Those 2 games, absolutely fantastic. They are good for co-op as well, by the way. If you've not played these yet, they are good for co-op. You can have one person basically waggle the remote, collecting all of the star pieces, whatever they call them. And that can be fun while the other person's maintaining, or basically doing the platforming. Can be really handy for if you have younger kids, because then, like I said, the basically collecting of the star, whatever they're called, star bits, is a much easier thing to do, and then they can feel like they're really being a part of something. So, yeah, definitely recommend that one there. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. So there's that. Are you sure Mario Galaxy 1 are honorable mentions? And I'm more of a 2D Mario guy. I love 2D Mario more than 3D, but the thing is, I think New Super Mario Brothers was better than New Super Mario Brothers Wii. And I think New Super Mario Brothers Wii U is better than New Super Mario Brothers Wii. So if you have a Wii and nothing else, it's a must play. But if you... Does that make sense? But if you have those other games, I don't think you have to go back to that one. As much as I like it, I still do go back to it from time to time. But I wouldn't... I feel like some people get burned down on stuff like, oh, reverse! Oh, no! What does reverse do again? Oh, no. Okay. What does reverse do again? Remind me. Now can you start recommending other system games? That's funny. All right. I guess now I have to. I may have to think about this more, Scooter. I may have to in your opinion. I may have to think about it more. I don't know. No, remind me. Okay, everybody, I put this in. I can't remember what reverse does. Pixel Knight, what would you like me to do with reverse? Isn't that playing with a different controller? No, you were making a silly joke. I love the silly joke. I love it. I got reverse card to the Shadow Zone. Well, my favorite game for the Fisher-Price... what is this even called? For the Fisher-Price Little Gamer, My favorite game is probably Puppy's Adventure. But that being said, I do think that maybe Puppy's Adventure would be an honorable mention. And Puppy's Adventure is a must-play. I'd skip Puppy's Adventure, though. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there, everyone. Okay. We've got Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz and Step and Roll. And Step and Roll, I'm going to say, is a must-play. While both are good, Step and Roll is a must-play because using that balance board is so fun. It's such a clever addition. So Super Monkey Ball, Step and Roll is a must-play. Of course, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Okay. Here is a must-play. Tatsunoko versus Capcom. This game, Ultimate All-Stars, so good. I am, Mr. H. So good. This game is amazing. It's one of my favorite fighting games of all time. I love it so much. Like, if I had to choose my top 2 like fighting games off the top of my head, it would be Street Fighter 2 and it would be Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Like, just as a one-on-one fighting game. So good. This game has so much style. It's fun. The controls are creative. It can be easier or harder depending on the control method. Really highly recommend this. There's a reason this has kind of got like a cult classic reputation. It's really neat, and it's a good game. It's a good game. So this one is more your typical one-on-one fighter, whereas the lightsaber one is 3D. It's a little different, but that one super good. Oh yeah, I've got Udraw Studio Artist. Here's one, Ultimate Band. So okay, those are those. Oh, I see the next game. I see the next one, everyone. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this one. Okay, I mean this when I say it. When I think of this is one of my favorite games of all time. And it's partly also because when it came out, it was the game that made me think, oh my gosh, this is what like childhood Mana thought video games were going to be as they evolved. And then everything went polygonal and I got confused. But this was a breath of fresh air when it came out. I still love this game. It's so good. It is up there with one of my favorite games of all time, and it is an absolute must play on the Wii. If you have not played Wario Land Shake It, this is so good. This is so good. Fun fact, Shadow the Hedgehog is a Super Monkey Ball fan. I'm not kidding. That's an official Sega material. Oh, that is hilarious, Pixel Knight. Please. Wario Land Shake It, everybody. I love this. I love this so much. Really? Pixel Knight, I did not know that about the U-Draw. That's interesting. Who has played Wario Land Shake It? Please sound off in the comments. I want to know. Do you like this game? This game is so good. I love it. I absolutely love this game. It's beautiful. It's the gameplay is tight. As an experience, this is just one of my favorite video game experiences that I've had. I don't know if that makes sense, but like as an experience, this is so good. This is so good. Wario Land Shake It, definitely must play. Okay. We Love Golf. This is a Capcom game. I never played it. I'll have to at some point. Where the Wild Things Are as a movie tie-in. Okay. Wii Fit. Wii Fit is amazing. This is an honorable mention. Only reason it's not a must-play is because Wii Fit Plus exists. Now, look, I actually have 2 copies of Wii Fit Plus. I don't know how that happened. Wii Fit Plus It's so good. I love the Wii Balance Board. I wanna do a stream in this space with the Wii Balance Board. Now, when the Wii Fit came out for the Wii U and it had the pedometer, that was really cool. But the games in this were really neat, really creative. It was that first kind of edu fitness entertainment kind of thing. Edu fitness-tainment type game. I like it. I really do. I genuinely think that this was one of the smartest moves Nintendo made and in bringing in that kind of blue ocean gamer into Nintendo's series. I love this one. Absolutely. So good. Wii Fit Plus. Get it? It gets in the list. Wii Fit Plus. Who would have thought? Wii Fit Plus. You can't give away the Wii Balance Boards these days, but Wii Fit Plus, I give it that. I also just have to say, if you've not played Ring Fit Adventure, what are you doing? I need to play more of it. I really need to play more of it right now. I'm so out of shape and gaining weight and all. It's terrible. Okay. Has anyone played? Chat, where'd you go? Did you play WarioWare Shake It? I don't ask much, but I want to know who's played Wario and Shake It. I know everyone. It's getting to that dinner time. We're almost done. We're at the Wii's, right? Okay. Exactly. See, I even said it, Animate Barrel, right before you wrote it. I knew it. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I was trying to be funny, but another must play, Wii Music. I know it sort of became a meme because of the way that it was first shared with the world, but I love this. Oh, fun. Nice, Jack. Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing, Animate Barrel. Wii Music is a blast. If you have any interest in music, but not necessarily the skill to play an instrument, I love this. What did you... So those of you who've played it, what do you think of Wario Land Shake It? I love it. Okay, here's my couple copies of Wii Play. Yeah, I mean, it's Wii Play. You gotta play Wii Play. That's on the list. Wii Play and Wii Sports. I'm gonna say it gets on the list. But of course, Wii Sports Resort improves upon Wii Sports. But Wii Play, Wii Sports, and Wii Sports Resort are all on the list. And then we've got just Wipeout. But to end it, a must-play game. One that perhaps people are not familiar with. One that I think you will really enjoy, and that is Zack and Wiki. This is a puzzle-solving kind of, I guess maybe a little bit like a point-and-click adventure, a little bit. Oh, really pixelated? I don't know that one. I agree, Scooter. I agree on that. I need to get Trombone Champion, Jack. I want to play. I haven't played it yet. Zack and Wiki definitely gets... That's 38 titles. Okay. So... Let's see it. I'll put all those back. Okay. So, what was this exercise? What was the reason? So, you saw... That is my collection of... It's not an exhaustive collection. It's not a perfect collection. There are games in there which, admittedly, I probably could get rid of. There are games missing, games I would like to have that I don't have. But of the games I have, where the heck is Mario Kart Wii? Mario Kart Wii! Where did my copy of Mario Kart? Did I get all my games? Am I missing something? LM. Let me double check because I want to make sure I didn't not grab, because some of them were under Wii U or behind Wii U stuff. Mario Kart Wii. Add Mario Kart Wii. It's a must play. Hold on, I'll be right back, everybody. I gotta go find what is going on here. Oh my gosh. What happened to Mario Kart Wii? Where'd it go? What happened to Mario Kart Wii? Why did my Mario Kart Wii not show? Did I put Mario Kart Wii somewhere? Oh, you know what? It's okay. You can relax. We're okay. We're fine. I know why. Because I have a bag. I have multiple Wii systems, and I have a bag that has possibly even a few other games. But it has the system and it has Mario Kart Wii in there because I brought it to someone. So Mario Kart Wii is for sure in my collection, and it is a must play. That was like the first game I got. I love that game. So my childhood game, I Used to Be King. I Used to Be King. Wait, what? Is that the game I Used to Be King, or you used to be king at Mario Kart Wii? So, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I love the Wii. I don't know if you could maybe Discord me real quickly the lists, Dash, and I can take a look at it. But the thing is that going through this exercise, really, for me, it was okay. Awesome. One of the reasons I wanted to do this is just to go through and just see, does it hold up? To hear that 38 games out of my collection, which is not a exhaustive collection, 38 games are like must experience games. That's huge for one platform. In my mind, if a system has 16 games that I would like to go back to, it is a success. I know it's a little arbitrary, but the reason I say that is that for the NES and the SNES, my collections were small, but I had 16 games that I could play over, and I still play over and over. You would, Pixelite? Okay. Maybe I'll do this with other games, or other systems, and go through the collection. Or maybe I'll go through the Steam collection. That's my biggest collection right now. Chasing Scooters setting up the Xbox for tonight's stream. Excellent. Yeah, I'm wrapping up, so we'll send everyone over to Scooter's stream. Anyway, I absolutely love the Wii. I think WiiWare is another thing. There's so many great games on there. The Rebirth series, Bonsai Barber, the Final Fantasy games on there. Really a cool service. And then you've got all of the virtual console games. How cool are those? And then you've got, on top of all of that, backwards compatibility with the GameCube. So basically, the Wii to me is like the perfect system because you have this vast back catalog. Basically, with Virtual Console, all of the old games that were really good. I mean, there's some missing, but mostly all of the old games that you would really want. Then you've got all of the amazing WiiWare titles, the GameCube, GameCube games, Wii games. I love. Can you tell I've had a long take? This night says Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for GameCube isn't on the GameCube list. And Oompa Loompa will be sent for you. That's funny. It's on like Donkey Kong, and I'm down for some TMNT. Oh, there's some great TMNT games coming out, by the way. 7:30 is when Scooter's gonna go. Okay, good. Anyway, so Dash, you were asking, why the Wii? Okay, ultimately this is why. It had so many great games. It was packaged with, which I still think is like the pinnacle of UI. I know we talked about that last time, but really, truly, some amazing experiences. Some great Zelda games, some great Mario games. The only thing we were really missing was, because we had Metroid, Mario, we missed Star Fox. So that's a bit of a bummer. We didn't have any Star Fox, but we did have Sin and Punishment, which kind of scratched that itch. And, and it was just, it was a really wonderful system. It still holds up to this day. Now, the Wii U, I could go through a list like that, but yes, Animate Braille, and making Mii's. I love making Mii's. I hope that Mii's don't fully go away, although I kind of feel like they probably will at some point. You did a Colonel Akbar. Nice. I feel like, they have gotten so downplayed in the Switch era. I don't know that they're gonna be reprised next generation, but darn it, if I don't love the Mii's, I think that it was great, And I would like to see the ideas of that generation incorporated back into some of the console outings that Nintendo has going forward. Now, I think the Switch will be remembered fondly. I am going to remember it fondly. I know that there are some unfair reasons that I don't have it higher on my list of favorite consoles, and they typically deal with my own personal experiences of navigating a time in my life struggling with balance of consuming and overspending, overbuying, overconsuming, not being able to play as much, mixed also with streaming and the trials and it's not been an easy road. Streaming is not easy. For anyone who thinks it is, it's not easy. I love it. I enjoy it. I'm glad I'm doing it right now, and have kept up with it, but it is not easy. There are times it can be easy. There are things that are easy, but overall, it can actually be a big mental drain. And so that being tied so closely to the Switch era for me probably is partly why, at least at this moment, I don't have the same feelings about the Switch, because the happy feelings, the warm fuzzy feelings of nostalgia, remembering a happy-go-lucky time in my life aren't there as much with the Switch. That being said, there have been some really wonderful things, wonderful experiences on the Switch that I will remember, like my Animal Crossing years of daily play. So, I think the Switch is a great console. It has a massive library, biggest library of any of Nintendo's consoles. Its indie games support has been phenomenal. Its first-party titles have just been some of the best ever. And so, in so many ways, the Switch, I will have to put it high up in my list of consoles. However, the hardware is not perfect for me, and the UI is not perfect for me. My opinion. There you go. So, those are my thoughts. I hope you found this interesting. It sounds like maybe you want to see me do this again at some point, and we'll do some more conversations and things about about this, about different video game systems. Maybe we'll go through and do this again. But let's take a look at Dash's list. What did Dash send? Okay, here we go. All right. First of all, honorable mentions are Skylanders and Wii Fit. Honorable mentions: Crash of the Titans, Avatar 1 and 2, Lego Star Wars, Let's Tap, Super Mario Bros. Wii, The Monkey King, Prince of Persia, Sands of Something I Couldn't Read Fast Enough, Rock Band 3, Samba de Amigo, Amigo? Samba de Amigo? Yeah. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and Spore Hero. Now, 39 titles of must-plays. Beatles Rock Band, Batman Brave and Bold, Donkey Kong Returns, Country Returns, A Boy and His Blob, Boom Blocks, Fortune Street, Epic Mickey, Fling Smash, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, The Crystal Bears, Kirby's 20th Anniversary Dream Collection, Kirby's Epic Yarn, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Klonoa, Zelda, Twilight Princess, Zelda Skyward Sword, Link's Crossbow Training, Little King's Story, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Metroid Other M, Muramasa Demon Blade, NHL Slapshot, Knight's Journey of Dreams, Journey into Dreams, Okami, Rayman Origins, Saint, Sin and Punishment. Funny that those two are back to back. Sonic Black Knight, Sonic Colors, Star Wars, the Clone Wars lightsaber duels, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Oh, see, there's actually 2 more. There's 2 additional games. There's 1 there and 1 above. So actually we're at 41. Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Wario Land Shake It, Wii Fit Plus, Wii Music, Wii Play, Wii Sports and Resort. That's an extra one too. Zack and Wiki, and Mario Kart Wii. So actually, we're at 43 titles as must plays. Can you believe that? Yeah. So that's my list right now, and I think that really, if you get a chance, I highly recommend you to play those must play games. It is really, you have to type fast dash this. It's all good. It's all good. Good night, Pixel Night. I understand. BFC still have times to eat dinner. No worries. You take care. And I'd love to know your lists. Maybe I'll put this up in Discord or on the website so that you can look at it again. And I will do that. And I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Thank you all so much. I'm going to say goodnight as well. I'm going to just end it here. I got to get going. But I will be... I'll be trying to tune in to Scooter's stream later on. I had a really great time with you all. Thank you so much. Oh, Red Steel 2. I did not play that. Again, there's so many games on the Wii. I'm sure there's some excellent ones that I'll need recommendations for as well. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to tune into Scooters for a little bit while I can, if I can. I'm out. Yoshi's Woolly World was a fun one. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for being part of my life. I look forward to hanging out with you again. Maybe we'll do it next week. I've been on a roll for weekly, but again, my promise is not weekly. It's more like every other week, or at least once a month. But if I can do them, I'm gonna do them. And you're dear to me. I mean this. I look forward to hanging out with y'all, getting to share these nerdy things, talking about stuff. And I really I think the format is growing. I've got a few tweaks on this stand that I've got, but I love this stand. It's so cool looking. I'll have to send some pictures of this too. Anyways, love to you all. Do good, be well, stay safe and healthy. I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.